Purdy throwing here on first. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. McCaffrey will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Again, here's McCaffrey. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you're getting a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Now Purdy. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. George Kittle, the touchdown. Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Catch is made down the right sideline. Give him 32 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Hey, Lion!
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Working quickly here. On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down, just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill! Hey, go!
They go right back to Etienne. And he has enough room to gain about 4. dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Stay wide open.
ETN again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
30 left. Hey, easy. Route.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. That's the end of one. Both teams. We're back for the start of the second quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6.
Great job.
They'll run, ETN. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense in the hurry up here. ETN. And he gets in, touchdown. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw, Purdy. Kittle brings it in. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Purdy on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And it sets up second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap for Purdy. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So now it's going to be third and long. To throw again, it's Purdy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Devin Lloyd making the play.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now a give, it's Etienne headed left. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brought down by Fred Warner. Offense up to the line fast. Trying it right side with Etienne. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. He's at the 30. The 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back with a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Chooses to bring this one out. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
11. Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence coming off a pick. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Etienne on 1st down. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jaguars hoping to break this tie before the half. Second down now, 7 to go.
Hey, kill.
Counter give to Etienne. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
Red. 11.
They'll try it left with Etienne. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Going to the ground again on 1st. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Fred Warner. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's Thomas, he's got it. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
have themselves another 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go. 30 left. Here we go.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. The kick by Shudak is good, and they've taken back the lead.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense.
He's got it deep downfield. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Lion. 11, Haggett.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And And he takes this one back for the pick six. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers drive their lead to 11. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, two-footer.
Lawrence working from the gun. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now.
13, Lou. Hey, go.
Motioning the tight end now. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down throw, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing his Dobbs. Into traffic, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's good for... That's a 49er first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Dobbs. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there. Nearly an interception on that play. So it's second down coming up. Looking to throw, Dobbs. That's taken in by Samuel. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Dobbs. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Let's go now.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
18, right here. Ready.
Another try following the sack. Pearsall on the slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
Ready.
Here's Dobbs now. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Finds his target, Mason. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
With that down and distance, this group is pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. McCaffrey will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. First and 10 from the 41.
Ramp 23. Go. Silver.
Lawrence throwing here. Gets everything he has under this throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
11. Go, let's go. Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. Throw wheeled in by Thomas. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. This is hauled in by Ingram. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught him. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars get it back to within 1 score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. He's going to keep this one. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Working quickly here. Going to keep this one and go. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
First and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. 49ers leading by 8. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, McCaffrey. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. setting up to pass. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars have some new life in the fourth.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Lion!
Here he is to throw. Pass complete, that's Devin Duvernay. And he takes it in for the touchdown, down to their last breaths, and he gives them a shot now to force overtime. Jaguars in a crucial spot late, trying for 2. And the conversion is good. He's into the end zone. Oh, looks like we may be headed for overtime. They're not out of it yet. That conversion successfully tying this game and puts us, of course, on track for overtime.
So much momentum gain, long odds to get those 2-point conversions, but now you got to have discipline. We know, we've seen it in playoffs. With limited time left, you got to make sure you finish the deal and carry this momentum you've just gained into that extra frame.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Now it's Purdy. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. And a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. That throw finds Kittle. And he's taken down at the 30. Now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. So everything comes down to this from Jake Moody. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. One final shot here. It's intercepted. That will do it. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Defense getting in on the Farm Bronc with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from New York.